Coming up on Murrow News 8, the Pac-12 is officially expanding. We got some reactions across campus.
And Washington State University has issued a response to the confirmed case of whooping cough on Pullman's campus from last week.
From the Northwest Public Broadcasting Studios on the campus of Washington State University, this is Murrow News 8.
Hello and welcome. Today is Wednesday, October 2nd. I'm Sam Fulton.
And I'm Jose. Gonzaga will join the Pac-12 in 2026, giving the conference one of the nation's premier basketball programs as it continues its rebuild. We had the chance to get some fan reactions.
I think that's good because we got more teams joining back into the conference, so it's pretty cool. And then we get to face off against them more. So yeah,
I hope it works out for them. A lot of people really care about the Pac-12, so I'm sure people will feel good about it. But I don't know. I personally don't have much of an opinion on it.
I don't know a lot about it other than they've got an awesome basketball team. I don't know that I've heard, I think they might have a rowing team as well, which I used to row, so I'm happy about that. But I'm not sure how much what else they're going to bring to the Pac-12. I don't imagine they're going to start a football team, but maybe they are. So
Gonzaga, as a non-football school, won't be a full Pac-12 member, meaning the conference still has 7 full members. It must reach 8 by 2026 to meet NCAA football bowl subdivision conference requirements. The 7 other schools are WSU, Oregon State, Utah State, San Diego State U, Colorado State, Fresno State, and Boise State.
After a confirmed case of whooping cough on campus last week, healthcare providers conducted testing on symptomatic individuals, revealing 4 additional confirmed cases. They are now categorizing the spread as an outbreak. We're sending it over to Macy over at Cougar Health for more information on the updated numbers.
Thanks, Sam. With the new number of cases sitting at 4, WSU Pullman Chancellor has released a response. They say while cases remain low, there is an increased prevalence among individuals living in congregate housing, like resident halls and fraternity and sorority houses. With this small increase in cases, it is important to remain vigilant as well as if you believe you have whooping cough, please services. Tdap vaccinations are also available upon request and are covered by most insurances. Reporting from Cougar Health, I'm Macy Harden. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Macy. Pullman Regional Hospital is hosting a drive-through flu vaccine that starts this weekend from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. in Pullman, or from the Moscow Clinic from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. Flu shots are also available on Friday in Butch's Den by Cougar Health Services. To schedule an appointment in Pullman, call 509-332-2605, or for Moscow, call 208-882-2247.
WSU's Police Chief Gary Jenkins is retiring after delaying his retirement from law enforcement 2 years ago to help Pullman when it needed a new police chief. He will retire in June of next year, and Assistant Police Chief Don Daniels will be replacing him.
Idaho studded tire season started yesterday in Idaho, which means you can legally drive on studded tires for the season in Idaho. For Washington, however, studs aren't legal until November. The season runs through April.
Moose Creek Reservoir will be drowned this winter to kill off the weeds. Pondweed is filling the reservoir, limiting the fishing opportunities. The lower water will help control pondweeds for the next 6 years. The reservoir will stay open for fishing this winter.
2 local reservoirs in Idaho are being restocked with trout. Idaho Fish and Game will be putting 6,500 trout into the Elk Creek Reservoir and 8,700 trout into the Spring Valley Reservoir this November.
New voter data after a recent presidential debate. We'll tell you what the Murrow College found from their study next.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, Mason.
Hey, Mason.
Got a new house. It's looking pretty cool so far.
I'm teaching Louise how to cook some lasagna. Thank you.
Study, please.
I think I finally found a place to make my own. A place that I call home. This place that I call home.
In light of the VP debate last night, a research team led by WSU's Murrow College of Communication conducted media psychophysiology tests on a sample of 31 voters, 18 Democrats and 13 Republicans, while they watched the debate from a monitored location on the WSU Pullman campus. They all wore a ring-like sensor developed by a BioPack systems which detect nervous system reactions. Results showed that involuntary responses of Democrat participants to the presidential debate were stronger than those of Republicans.
A three-part experimental study led by WSU researchers found that women were more inclined to purchase wine that had labeled with feminine gender cues. In 2 online experiments, a total of 324 women were shown fictitious wines with labeled designs with these gender cues. The participants showed higher intentions to buy wines with a feminine label, such as a woman holding flowers, as opposed to a wine with a masculine label, such as a bulldog in spiked collar.
Today in Washington schools, students will be participating in Taste Washington Day. Schools are putting Washington-grown apples in student lunches and encouraging students to post videos and pictures of them with the hashtag TasteWaDay and hashtag WaAppleCrunch. This big crunch is meant to celebrate the farms in Washington that produce our apples.
Scientists at WSU have tested a new way to produce sustainable jet fuel. Leading scientist Ben Yang and his team found that lignin, something found in stalks, cobs, and leaves of corn husks, as well as other agricultural byproducts, could be used to create the sustainable fuel source that airlines have been looking for.
A TSA pre-check pop-up is going up at the Pullman Moscow Regional Airport. Enrollment will be open from October 21st to the 25th between the times of 9 a.m. to noon and 1 p.m. to 5. The long hall of fire west of Pullman was contained Friday night. Women County Emergency Management Director Bill Tensfeld said the blaze peaked at about 4,000 acres, which burnt fields along the Snake River. Tensfeld said there were no injuries or structures were lost during the fire. Well, it was a bit chilly this morning.
It was.
I had to wear my pants today.
Oh, yeah.
Olivia, is it going to get cooler?
Yeah, thanks, Jose. Yeah, things are going to start getting a little bit colder as we go kind of through the week. You can see this week, today we have a high of 62 and a low of 38 with some lower winds. And then looking at tomorrow is a high of 67, low of 46. Not as bad of winds as today, but still a little bit. And then kind of moving into our state map, as you can see, pretty average across the whole state, around the same area. It's a little bit hotter down south in Tri-Cities and Yakima. And then we get to our 5-day forecast. And today and Friday, or Thursday and Friday, a high of 67. Then we get into the weekend with a high of 66. And we kind of, get it a little bit higher as next week starts, so maybe just a light jacket for class. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Olivia. Coming up, Sam's here to tell us why your Saturday schedule could look a little emptier this upcoming weekend.
It's okay to be scared. You don't have to be so strong.
Strength is not optional. This is my mother, my purpose. Real muscle is lifting her spirits between bedpans and bad news from doctors that doubt her strength. Strength is buried in bills, managing meds, and swallowing those moments of, Mom, it's me, your daughter. Remember? My strength is super, but I'm still human, right?
Look who's here. There she is. Hey, thanks for your patience.
How you feel?
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community, or call 1-877-333-5885.
Obviously, and we come off a great win on Saturday night, and it's a big week for us. And you know, it's a week where that win is big, but now let's do something about it. And I've been telling the girls, let's try to separate ourselves this week. Let's separate ourselves from others in this conference, hopefully, and it starts with Wednesday in a big, important match against a ranked team, Pepperdine, and that's what's on our mind for tomorrow.
The soccer team continues WCC play as they head down to Southern California. They play today at 3 p.m. against Pepperdine. WSU has now won 7 of its last 9 matches with a pair of 4-set wins over Santa Clara and San Diego to open WCC play last weekend. The Cougs play Portland tomorrow, October 3rd in Buller Gym at 7 p.m. With the Cougs coming off a tough loss against the number 21 ranked Boise State, they will enter week 6 of season 4-1, and the Cougs have a bye week this week. Their next game will be at Fresno State October 12th. Fresno State will be 3-2 entering the game against the Cougs. Washington State baseball continues fall practice with a home scrimmage against Gonzaga tomorrow night at Bailey Brayton Field. First pitch is set for 6 p.m. Admissions is free for all fans, while concessions will be open, including the beer garden.
Thanks, Sam. Coming up, we'll let you know what spooky tradition is coming back to the Palouse. Oh shit, that was quick.
Days, months,
Hey, I'm Jim from across the street.
years,
I'd like to give you this.
a lifetime can rush by without realizing what we're missing. We lose some of the best moments, some that may never repeat,
Come on.
or detach from people around us. Our loved ones grow used to this pattern, but it doesn't have to be that way. We have a choice to take action. It's never too late to live a full life again. Hear how many of us Vietnam veterans have managed our mental health and reconnected with our families. Visit maketheconnection.net to find out more.
Tickets are currently on sale for the return of Haunted Palouse, which begins October 18th. Haunted Palouse is a community fundraiser that provides 4 nights of Halloween festivities. There will be multiple attractions, including a haunted house, zombie hunt, food vendors, and street entertainment. Tickets are $40 and for ages 12 and up.
On October 4th at Porchlight Pizza from 5:30 to 8 p.m., Porchlight is offering a $10 discount on your meal. Spots are limited to the first 50 graduate and professional students. Porchlight Pizza is located on 200 Northeast Kamiakin Street.
It's Disability Awareness Month. Pullman School District is honoring and highlighting inspired individuals who have overcome challenges and achieved greatness. Stay tuned on the Pullman School District Twitter to hear about their incredible stories. Well, thanks for joining us. We hope you had a good time with us. If you want to see more of our old videos, please hit our social medias and our YouTube channel. Have a good night.